Okay, previous electric unicycle stand got a big problem is when I place a flat surface material on the casing itself, it's actually not full contact over the casing because the casing is actually rounded, so part of the velcro which I applied previously is not fully in contact with the casing, making it much harder for it to have a stable connection over here. What I need to do is to remove the velcro and use double-sided tape instead. Those are industrial strength double-sided tape, so that I can actually layer a couple of them to make a flat surface instead of curving inwards and making it less contact. Over time it will just come off. Okay, this is the part where it's a 10 cm and this is 16 cm for the back of the stand. Okay, mark. Okay, this is the side of the DIY stand and this is the back of the DIY stand. So basically the unicycle will be in the middle. All I need to do is figure out how to stick this to the side of the unicycle with all the contact surface on the casing itself, even though there's a curve of the unicycle. Okay, I need to file the edge smooth and flat because now it's not 100% flat, so I need to file it so that it will be flat. Okay, the idea now is to have this acrylic to be in between the wood and the casing, which is in the middle of these two things, and the rest have to measure accordingly so that it will be just nice. Be using this super heavy duty double-sided foam tape to stick the acrylic, which I'm gonna stick this onto the casing with a multi-layer so that to take into account of the curvature of the unicycle. So I need to have double layer, single layer to make sure it stick onto the casing in a much more contact surface is being stick on. The good thing about this double-sided foam tape, it is for metal, glass, tiles and wood, so it should have no problem with the acrylic. I'm going to tear off this cover for the acrylic and you review the smooth surface of the acrylic very soon. Okay, once the cover for the acrylic is being taken off, this is a matte version, it's not exactly super clear, so it's not exactly transparent acrylic, but it's a flat smooth surface which is sufficient for the heavy duty double-sided foam tape. Yep, let's tear this off. Ooh. The idea is to make multiple layer of the double-sided tape, which is industrial strength, and make sure that the curvature of the casing is just nice. You'll not go up and down and you'll not go left and right when you place on the casing, so it'll be like pretty solid. Up and down I think still need a little bit of work, so I need to put more layers. Okay, I've added a couple more layers for the top down and left right so that the curvature of the casing will be just nice and you'll not go up and down. You'll not rock left and right and up and down, so you'll be flat. Left, right is flat, up, down is flat. It's just nice. Chip off a little bit of the wood and I'm going to hammer this nut into the wood so that it will not turn. That means even though the wood get loose, this nut will not get loose. I'm going to pump this in. Okay, I'm cutting this thing out, so chipping it off a little bit by a time. Okay, there's enough room for this. Can just fit it in and do a little bit of hammering. If it's still not fully in, then I have to chip off a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna stick the acrylic onto the wood using wood glue, and then you have a proper set. Hello. Yeah. How's everything? Hello. You wanna top up? Let me see if I can top up with you around. And what else? Okay, yes. You are on my EasyLink card, and I'm gonna top up like $10. Yeah. And now I need to put in my card and put in my number. Okay. Hopefully the progress is done. Yeah, it's top up. Now retrieve my card and my EasyLink card.